Hello childrens. Lesson number 7 variation. Under this lesson we seen the direct variation, that is one quantity increases then other quantity also increases in its proportion, and we also seen the inverse variation, that is if one quantity increases then other quantity decreases. How to find the constant we seen in direct and inverse variation inside. Also we seen that how to find the equation of variation. Okay, and then we solved some of the examples which is given in our textbook, and I told you to solve 7.1 and 7.2. Now today we will see the examples based on time, work and speed. On time, work and speed. Examples related to number of workers and time taken to finish the work are in inverse variation. Okay, there is one room suppose, or there is a one room and we have to construct, or one building is there and that we have to construct. If 100 peoples require 100 people requires 200 days for this. Okay, this is number of workers and here days. So 100 people needs number of days for 200 days. If we double the double number of workers, the days are half. The days are half. Means if number of worker increases, the days are decreases. Okay, this is called as a inverse variation. Okay, so here it is they gave us that the if number of workers and time taken to finish the work are in inverse variation, so number of workers are in inverse variation with the time, so n is inversely proportional to the 1 upon t. Similarly, there are some examples related to time taken to cover a distance by a vehicle. Vehicles also same. If distance is same and speed is not changing, uniformity is there. Vehicle, its uniform speed, such a examples of variation is exactly related to time, work and its speed. Okay, so let us see how to solve these examples by using our variation method. So first of all, the question is that 15 women finished the work. See here, 15 women finished the work of harvesting of groundnut crop in 8 days. How much? 8 days. Just now I told you it is which workers example is in inverse proportion. So totally how many days they require? 15 into 8. So here 120 days they require for complete that work. Find the number of women if the same job to be completed in 6 days. Now days are 6. So here in this example inside, first of all find the constant k. First of all, this it is in the, we have to assume that number of days and number of workers. So here the number of days required to finish the job is inversely proportional to the number of women employed. You written this inversely proportional, you are getting the half mark in the exam. And let's the number of days d be and the number of women be n. So as I told you, d is inversely proportional to the number of days. So days are inversely proportional to the number of workers. Okay, at first d is equals to how much given, how many days given? 8 days. If d is equal to 8 and n is equals to 15, d is equal to 8 and n is equal to 15, we have to find out the constant at first. So before that, here we will see how to solve this. D, wait, first of all we have to find out the constant k. So we have to remove this direct proportional sign. So d is equals to k upon n and d into n is equals to k. So d is equals to, this is k is the constant, d is equal to how much it is given in our example? 8, and n is equal to how much given? 15. So d is equals to 8 into 15 is equals to k, and 120 is equals to how much it is they were given to us, that is the k. Now they told you days equals to, see, if days are 6 in question, you see all of you question textbook inside, if days are 6, how many worker we have to finish the same work in the in 6 days, then how many workers are required, that we have to find out. So here first of all we have to find out the equation of variation. So the equation is equals to, equation of variation is equal to d into k, variation is equal to d into k is equal to 120. Now if d is equal to 6, n is equal to question mark, that we have to find out now. So d is equals to, here in this d into k, d into n, sorry, the k here, not k, here k not, n is there. So d is equal to 6, n we have to find out, is equals to 120 days. So n is equals to 120 upon 6, 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12 and the 0. So n is equal to how much it is there, 20. Okay, so in this way, by using the inverse variation, we can solve the example of the work. This is the work of example based on work and time. Okay, so n is equal to 20. So therefore, then downside, right, if 20 women are required for completion, here in full statement you have 20 women are required to complete the work in 6 days. Okay, so in this way all of you use the variation in works, time and speeds example. So note down this. Now there is another example in our textbook. See here, the same example is solved here, just now I shown you. Just copy this all of you. Okay, now a vehicle running at a speed of 48 km per hour takes 6 hours. How many hours? 6 hours to complete the journey. Okay, how much hour it takes? 6 hours. How much time it requires, okay, it will take to complete the journey with a speed of 72 km per hour. Okay, so just write down, first of all, speed is equal to 48, time is equal to 6, and the here if speed is equal to 72, we have to find out its time. Okay, now here we will solve the example. So first of all, you know that time is inversely proportional to the speed. Means speed is equal to, speed decreases, time decreases, and speed decreases, time also, time increases. Means one quantity increases, other decreases. So S is inversely proportional to the T. So S is equal to K upon T. S into T is equal to K. This is the example. Now here in our example, what is given, we have to assume at first, S is the speed of the vehicle, T is the time required to complete the distance. In that way we have to complete it. Now we have to find the value of K. So for that, in our example, first of all, if, now I will not remove, all of you open your textbook, I written here. So here, if speed is 48, it takes how much time? 6 hours, they told you. So S is equal to, here we have to write, if speed is equal to 48 hours, 48 kilometer per hour. Okay, speed is equal to 48 kilometer per hour, and time requires it for that is equals to 6 hours. Huh? Here kilometer per hour. So here put the values, 48 into 6 is equal to K. So 6 8s are 48, 4 carry, 6 4s are 24, 24 plus 4 is equal to 228 is equal to Q. Now find the equation of variation. Therefore S into T is equal to 288. This is the equation of variation. Equation of variation. Now what we have to find out? Now if the speed is equals to, speed is equal to time, speed is equal to, say we have to increase the speed. How much speed we have to increase? That is the 72 kilometer. At first it was 48 kilometer per hour, and now 72 kilometer per hour, and time is equals to how much, that we have to find out. So put these values in this equation. So as you know that S into T is equal to 288. Therefore S is equal to 72 into T is equals to 288. 1 minute. Now T is equals to 288 288 upon 70. If you divide this, okay, 72 and 28, you will get that. So 12 ones are 12 six are 72, 12 twos are 24, remains 4, and 12 fours are 20 4 12 48, and here 6 ones are 6 and 6 fours are 24. So time required to cover a distance when the speed is 72 kilometer is the how much, that is the 4 hours. So here at last you have to write the statement, that is the time taken to cover a same distance in a speed of a 72 kilometer per hour is is equal to how much, 4 hours required. So in this way, whenever you are solving the example, at first step just write it's a inverse variation, remove this sign direct variations, and you give put here constant k, find this equation, okay, and whichever values, two values of both the quantities, that is this from the equation, which quantities are there, that quantities are values are given. By using that, first of all find the equation of variation. First of all find the constant k. By using constant k, make a equation of variation, and then you can find, if s given, t you can find out, and if time is given, you can find the speed here, okay. If here it is speed is given and we find the time. Similarly, if time they gave us and they told you to find the speed, that also we can find very easily, okay. So in this way we have to solve the examples based on time, work, and the speed on the by using the inverse variation, okay. So all of you note down this. And then here in this example 7, after this example we have completed this lesson, okay. See here, we have completed this lesson, and now we are going to we are going to take the next lesson, that is the quadrilateral construction of type, on our next lecture. And today we are going to finish here only, and the homework for you is the, you have to find out 7.3 exercise, solve 7.3 exercise, okay. So today we will stop here only, okay. Thank you and have a good day, okay. And all of you complete the work, because your exam is what, after the Dashera, okay. So there are very only 1 month remain, so you have to complete whole half textbook from your book. As I told you before only, there are how many lessons for you for the exam, that is first part from the textbook, and that part inside how many lessons are there, that is 9 lessons are there. So for unit test this much syllabus is there, so all of you study well, okay. So today we will stop here only, okay. Thank you and have a good day.